let's move on to the pronunciation of consonants. Apart from A, E, I, O, U in the English alphabets, the other alphabets are called consonants. Hope you know what is a consonant in English grammar. So let us continue with the pronunciation of consonants. D, D, F, K, Q, B, is it? I told in English now. Again, what is the pronunciation of the consonants in French? B, D, F, K, Q, B, Z. This Q and K have the same pronunciations when it is associated with a word. So, K and K. Okay. These consonants are always pronounced in the same way when it is associated with the words. Now we are going to see the examples where the consonants are placed in the beginning, middle and at the end of the word. Let us take the first consonant B. B-E, B-E. This is called an accent in French, which I will let you know in detail in the next session. Now let us focus on just the pronunciation of the consonant over here. B-E-B-E, be, 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 be. A-R-B-R-E, arbre. So, if you look at the consonant B pronunciation in French, it is the same in the beginning and in the middle of a word. Bébé, arbre. The same B pronunciation is done in both the words. Next consonant D, dir, adresse, ni. Dir, adresse, ni. I have already explained a rule in which it says when the consonant is placed at the end of the word after the vowel sound, that consonant becomes silent in the word. So N-I-D is pronounced as ni and not need. Okay, D is silent. Ni. I repeat, dir, adresse, ni. Silent. D is silent. Next consonant F. Foo, F-O-U, foo. I have already explained the vowel sound O-U, which has to be pronounced as oo. So, foo, Afrique, this vowel pronunciation is already explained. O-E-U has to be pronounced as earth. Foo, Afrique, earth. Then comes the K consonant. Kola, kayak, yak. Koala, kayak, yak. Q. If you can observe, Q will be always associated with the alphabet U. Okay? You cannot see the Q separately in a word when it is at the beginning or at the middle of a word. Only at the end of the word, Q will be placed individually, not associated with the alphabet U. But in the beginning of a word and in the middle of a word, Q will always be associated with the alphabet U. That is a rule in French. Quatre. So if you see QU, you should not pronounce the alphabet U separately. QU is combinedly pronounced as K. That's all. Quatre. Epoch. Cock. That's all. Quatre. Epoch. Cock. Next comes the consonant B, which has to be pronounced as B in French. Vélo, livre, aniv. B will come in the beginning of a word and in the middle of a word. But V will not come at the end of the word. Apostrophe is here, which means this aniv is a short form of a word anniversary. Okay, so in general, for the French words, we will not be placed at the end of the word. We cannot find a word in French which ends with the alphabet V. Only for the short forms of a big word like anniversary, we use V associated with apostrophe. Below, livre, aniv. Last consonant Z, which is Z in French. The pronunciation is Z, but when Z is associated with the word, we have to pronounce it as is. Zero, cans, re. Again, the same rule applies over here. Z is at the last, so the last consonant will remain silent in a word. So this word Z is silent. So the word has to be pronounced as re and not rees. I summarize all the consonants once again. Bebe, you can repeat after me. Bebe, arbre, deer, adresse, ni, fou, Afrique, earth, koala, kayak, yak, cat, epoch, cock, vélo, livre, aniv, zero, cans, re. Hope you understood the pronunciation of consonants. In addition to this pronunciation of consonants, we also have a term called double consonants. Let me explain that. Double consonants are nothing but the same consonant will be repeated twice, but the pronunciation will remain the same as like a single consonant. BB, PD, FF, ZZ. Raban. Double B is also pronounced as B. B. Raban. Aditi. Affair. Jazz. Jazz. If you notice, Q and V cannot be placed in a word as a double consonant. Okay? No double Q and no double V in a word. Only D, D, F, Z can be placed twice as a double consonant in a word which will have the same pronunciation like a single consonant. I repeat the words, you can repeat after me. Raban, additive, affair, jazz. Okay. Please write down everything from the beginning, like the pronunciation of consonants with all the examples and pronunciation of double consonants with the examples. Now we have come to the last part of the pronunciation, which is called as pronunciation of nasal sounds, which is very peculiar in only French. French language alone has the pronunciation of nasal sounds. Let's move into the nasal sounds pronunciation. Pronunciation of nasal sounds. The word nasal sounds means you have to pronounce all the words through the nose. That's the reason they are called as nasal sounds. When you find OM and ON in a French word like this, OM and ON will be pronounced as on. This song is the English word. In this song, ON, how you will pronounce the alphabet ONG? It sounds as song, on. So the same nasal pronunciation should be applied for the French words which has OM and ON. So these words in French will be pronounced as non, non. If it ends in M or N, same pronunciation. Song, no, no. Next pronunciation, UN, which has to be pronounced as when you pronounce the English word sung, the middle part is pronounced as sung. The same pronunciation from the nose has to be applied for the French words which have UN and UM. Brun. Brun. Next nasal sound, AM, AN, EM, EN. These four nasal sounds are pronounced as AHNG, it has to be pronounced as CHAMP, Sean, AN, on, TEMPS, Tom, EN, on. All these four pronunciations need to be from the nasal point on. Next, IM, IN, AIM, AIN, EIN. These five pronunciations are exactly the same as we pronounce the English word sang, and. This pronunciation, and the middle part pronunciation, and. SIMPLE, sample. VIN, van. PLEIN, plan. FAIM, fan. BAIN, bam. I repeat, SIMPLE, sampler. Van, plan, fan, ban. So when you find any of these alphabets put together in a word, French word, you have to pronounce that word with the nasal sound an. The last nasal pronunciation, I-E-N, eon, eon, I-E-N, eon, eon, beyond. Beyond is a French word which has I-E-N, beyond. You need not copy this. I have sent you the scanned copy of the pronunciation of nasal sounds, so you need not copy this. I summarize all the nasal sounds from the beginning. Please repeat after me. O-M, O-N, on, on. N-O-M, N-O-N, non, non. U-M, U-N, un, brown. A-M, A-N, E-M, E-N, on. There is a slight difference between the O-M and the A-M. O-N is on. A-M is on. So you have to make the difference in a right way when you pronounce the word. A-M, A-N, E-M, E-N, on. C-H-A-M-P, champ. Again, I want to reiterate a rule which I explained to you before. P is a consonant, A-M is a nasal sound, vowel sound. So the consonant which is placed at the end of the word becomes silent. The same way, P-S will become silent. C-H-A-M-P, champ, A-N, an, T-E-M-P-S, temps, E-N, en. Next, I-M, I-N, A-I-M, A-I-N, E-I-N. An. The nasal sound pronunciation is an. Sampler, van, plan, fan, ban. Last nasal pronunciation, eon, I-E-N, eon, B-I-E-N, beyond. Hope you understood the pronunciation of nasal sounds. Actually speaking, this will be the last part of the pronunciation, but still we have few exceptions for the pronunciations in French. As I told you already, French is fully involved with the pronunciation rules and the grammar. So pronunciations are in a detailed way. So you have to read each and every rule of the French pronunciation in order to pronounce all the French words in a correct manner. Now let's look into the exceptions and variations of the French pronunciations. These are the exceptions that you can call French variations in the pronunciations. When you find ER at the end of the French word, that word is pronounced as A. ER is A in French. So we have to pronounce this word as parler. Repeat, parler. EZ is also pronounced as A. NEZ, may. May. These are some peculiar pronunciations which has to be followed very correctly. You have to remember the rules at all times. AIL in French is pronounced as I. I-E. Travail. Travail. Repeat. E-I-L. E-I-L-L-E is pronounced as E. Soleil. Bouteille. Repeat after me. Soleil. Bouteille. Next pronunciation. I-L-L, which has to be pronounced as E. B-A. B-A. We can also include E-T in this list. E-T is also pronounced in the same way, A. So, I-L-L-E, E-T is A. B-A. The last pronunciation, G-N, is knee in French. Knee. Onion. In onion English word, we will pronounce this knee. The same applies over here. So this is pronounced as signal. Signal. I summarize all the pronunciations. Please repeat after me. Parler. Nez. Travail. Soleil. Bouteille. Billet. Signal. Following this, we have very few pronunciations where the consonants are applied together. So lastly, we will take a look at the pronunciation of consonants with few more examples. Here are few examples of consonants pronunciation. CH, when it comes together in a word, CH is pronounced as ish, sh in French. So this French word is pronounced as chateau. This EAU is already explained when I did the pronunciation of vowel sounds. O. EAU is pronounced as O. So this word chateau, CH means ish in French, cha. Next, H is always silent in French. When you see a word which starts from H, we don't pronounce the word H. Just like that, we say hotel. That's all. Hotel. This cap-like thing, this is also a type of accent in French, which will be explained in the next session. J. J is a very peculiar pronunciation in French, which you have to pronounce as je. Je. Measure is an English word where you pronounce SU as je. Measure. So the same pronunciation applies in the word French word with the alphabet J. Je. Yes. When S comes in between two vowel sounds. S in general in French we pronounce as S, as I told you already, S. But when S comes between two vowel sounds, O is a vowel sound, E is a vowel sound, then S becomes is sound. So ROSE will be pronounced as rose and not rose. That Z sound should come when two vowel sounds come before and after the word yes. I summarize once again. CH is sh in French. So this French word will be pronounced as chateau. Chateau. Repeat. H is always silent in French. Hôtel. Repeat. Hôtel. J. Je sound. Mais je sound. Repeat after me. Je. Je. When S comes between the two vowel sounds, S becomes Z. So this word will be pronounced as rose. I can give you one more example where S has to be pronounced as Z. If you see, OI is a vowel sound, EAU is a vowel sound, so yes is pronounced as is. Oiseau. OI vowel sound has to be pronounced as wa, as I explained you earlier. EAU is O. So two vowel sounds between yes. So this word will be pronounced as oiseau and not oiseau. Is and sir, two different sounds which has to be pronounced in a correct way. Oiseau. Oiseau. So we end the session here. The first session is full of pronunciations of alphabets, pronunciation of vowel sounds, pronunciation of vowels, pronunciation of consonants, pronunciation of double consonants, pronunciation of nasal sounds, pronunciation of variations lastly. So we end the first session here with the pronunciations. All the best.